Cry. Cry.
Hello guys, welcome back to STV's live coverage of Corsair Vengeance Cup between Navi and uslg. I'm Metis, joined by NZ, and I just heard Bass side on the microphone. That was awesome. Oh, you got a little bit of Bass. Either way,
Wait, what?
First game
What's
went
in your,
1-0 to Navi.
what?
Huh?
Bass said something was in his. Oh, just ignore that. But
Awkward.
you guys missed a Tenacious D concert from NZ during the break. Like,
I'm sure they're
that was
devastated.
But yeah, we're in the game.
Indeed we
And
are.
I'm 18 seconds behind.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But to start off with, doesn't look like we're going to have any early team engages. Of course, last time actually uslg did pick up the first blood onto Skarner. And this time they'll be looking to rinse and repeat. Having said that though, even though they did pick up the first blood, they didn't actually win the game. Navi came back, and with Fiora and Corky carrying them, did win the game. As Siren is going to open up into Morgana. He did flash and stun her there, and the Ignite was burnt as well. And that was a bit... Oh my god, Ezreal's going to flash in and get the kill onto Morgana. I was about to say that was a tiny bit... you know, out of whack there, but then Ezreal proves me completely wrong, coming through the wall, completely taking Morgana out of the equation. Rumble looks like he could fall as well. He has an Ignite on him, 4 players chasing after him, and they will take down Rumble, so that's 2 very quick kills to uslg. And Navi already falling behind by 900 gold. In fact, more than 900 gold. It's now 1100 gold behind uslg, so really impressive stuff. Looks like they're going to try and steal that blue buff as well, with Maokai coming in. So impressive stuff there from uslg, NZ.
Yeah, I literally just finished watching it. Ezreal with a beautiful flash over the wall, and actually Sion flashing over the wall and getting that kill. So Sion early game is going to be very good. Same with Ezreal. You've got your jungler, well, you've got your mid AP carry, and now your AD carry with a kill. And I mean, Sion's already got a Doran's ring and boots and pot. So Morgana is going to get absolutely dominated, I think, early on.
Indeed, Siren's going to be scary, scary stuff here. And Siren's actually pretty good counter for Morgana, to be entirely honest. I mean, he obviously has the stun, he has himself a shield, and purely on the basis that he's very much in your face, Morgana can't really, you know, she can't really duke around him too much. Obviously, if she gets herself stunned, then Siren's just going to be there to pummel away on her face. So I think it's going to be quite even in the mid lane there. Of course, if Sion gets fed, Enzi, I'm sure you can speak from personal experience here, the damage that he does is absolutely insane. Udyr could be getting caught out here from Sion as I'm talking about that shield and stun combo. In it comes. Maokai is also pushing down towards Udyr, but that little engage is going to be denied from Morgana, who lands a dark binding right onto Sion's face. And it's going to be pushing back once again to the farming stage, Enzi. But from these team compositions, which of the two would you prefer to be a part of here?
Well, looking at Navi's, I would have preferred to be a part of theirs, but after, you know, what's just happened, I mean, with the first blood and then another kill, I would probably prefer to be a uslg. I mean, they've already got 2 kills now, a 1k gold difference at 3 minutes, so, yeah. I would, if they didn't have any kills, Navi, but now that Thingy's got, you know, 2 early kills, definitely them. But what about you?
I think pretty even on the whole, to be honest. I mean, to me it depends on how Ezreal's going to fare here, but Udyr is... Udyr? No, Sion even. I don't know why I said Udyr. As he did stun down Morgana in mid and pop his shield up, but Morgana landed the dark binding and will manage to escape from any further injury. But, you know, Sion's definitely having the happier of the times right now in that mid lane. Obviously, he did get the first... Was it the first blood? Maybe the first blood, or maybe he got an assist.
No, it was the second. Ezreal got the first.
Ezreal got the first blood, of course, flashing through the wall like an absolute boss. But he did get the second kill, and he got an assist for that first one. Jan, in the meantime, is coming into heavy fire at the bottom lane as Corky will take him down. Ezreal looking to try and retaliate back onto Corky. but he doesn't have enough mana to really chase onto Corki there, and of course with no support he's very vulnerable as well. Leona's still up. She has got a level in each of her abilities, so she can use a Clip Zenith Blade and of course Shield of Daybreak, so she can basically stun Ezreal down, and Corki can just jump on top of him with that Gatling gun. So it's a very nice composition. They've got a bot lane here, Navi, and it's just whether they can actually execute that to its fullest extent. But the goal difference now coming back to about 400, so getting very much close once again.
Yeah, obviously the farming stage is going to have a huge effect on that as well. Corki just getting a kill on towards Janna. So basically the same start as last game. I mean, Corki got a very early kill as well, and then he just kind of snowballed from then on, and Corki was very strong. But now that uslg have got 2 kills early on, it's going to be interesting to see how, how the later game goes, what's going to happen.
Absolutely. And this bot lane, let's have a look at the farm at the moment. Ezreal sitting on 25, Corki 32, and of course he has a kill on top of that as well. Let's have a look at top lane. Haven't really gave either of them much love right now. Gangplank could be going down from Rumble though, just as I switch over, but Rumble overheating himself, and that will allow Gangplank to escape as he had a health pot up at the same time. So Rumble seems to be doing a nice job at top lane there, currently on 23 creep score, Gangplank on 20, so pretty much even in the creep score exchange. But of course, with this huge health deficit that Gangplank is facing right now, he can't really afford to be too aggressive, although he does start to have some cavalry coming in the form of Maokai. In the meantime, Udyr is also going to push top. Here comes Sion from mid lane, so let's hope from the Navi perspective they've called the SS in mid there. It doesn't look like they could have, because I mean Sion is just walking right up there and Rumble is in no man's land. He's going to get snared after being stunned. That's going to be a very, very dead Rumble. Huge gank coming in there. And I assume, Enzi, the SS wasn't called in mid because Rumble did not seem to react to the entire possibility that 3 players were about to ram him up the backside. That's exactly what happened.
And yeah, I mean Maokai was up there as well, so he knew it was going to be 2v1 whatever, and then Sion just came out of nowhere, and I think he was going to be like, wait guys, why is Sion up top? And then Morgana's like, oh sorry. So probably a lack of communication there, but goal difference isn't too big, it's 3 kills to 1 still, but the Navi are just simply farming better at the moment, and just turning, how do I say it, closing the gap with the gold, even with them kills.
True, they're only 800 gold behind and 2 kills behind, so it shows you that they're actually doing a pretty decent job on the farming front. But I have to pose a question as well, Enzi. I mean, fair enough, a lot of people, their first kind of thing they'll do when they get ganked to say, oh my god, you didn't call SS, but I mean, Rumble didn't have a ward there. He has put one down. In fact, he hasn't put one down still. He does have one in his backpack, but he didn't put one down before. Had he have had a ward around the river, I think he'd have given himself an opportunity to pull back from that ganking possibility. As I'm talking, you're going to have the Corki and Leona combo taking down that Janna once again. It's all down to the Zenith Blade and Eclipse there, and you've got to love Leona. She isn't one of the most played characters, but you have to say, in the right hands, and in these kind of big teams like Navi, she's very, very strong, so I'd love to see more of her.
Yeah, same. Very strong support. Underplayed though. Leona actually picked up that kill. Can only guess it was an accident. I mean, Corki with 2 kills would have been much, much better off. He is actually out of health pots, so probably going to go back as the lane is relatively pushed. I'm not sure, but Leona will. But top lane, Rumble still no ward. Wait, I think he's put ward down. I'm not completely sure, but yeah, I think after he died at first, he just ran straight up. He didn't have enough gold for a ward, so he couldn't buy one, and then obviously he hadn't gone back, so he just bought a ward now.
Indeed, but I mean, he has a ward, but he hasn't placed it down. In the meantime, Maokai's going to jump on top of Morgana. Is Sion going to come in for the stun? Yes, he will, but Morgana's popped off the Soul Shackle. She's going to get 2 stuns. In fact, she's just going to get the 1. Maokai only just managed to push away there. Sion's under so much pressure right now. He does have an Ignite on him. Looks like he's going to survive. Beautiful twisted advance coming in from Udyr. Definitely saved Sion in that engage, and it is going to stay the 3-2. Great teamwork from both teams there actually. You had Morgana being very ballsy with a Soul Shackle, and then Maokai saving Sion with that twisted advance. He has just been caught from the Dark Binding, and have a look at Udyr. He wants a kill, and he's going to get one regardless of what happens. Now he's pushing up towards top lane. Gangplank has been ignited on, and also took a few hits from Rumble, but it looks like Udyr is more satisfied with just taking those golems down. He is 2 levels behind Gangplank, so he would probably need to be quite careful he didn't take a lot of damage in return, but Gangplank's going to recall back with no problems. I think Udyr's still under the kind of the thoughts that maybe Gangplank's under his tower, but that's not to be. Gangplank has already gone back, so Udyr's just going to farm up these minions and then pull back. In the meantime, you're going to have the two supporters coming against each other there. Janet is 2 levels below Leona right now, but she is 0 for 2, so that explains why Leona are 1 for 0. And of course, as soon as you die, you cannot hit those XP and gold and such. You have to go and sit on the bench, and that's the reason she's behind. But Navi, although they're a kill behind Enzi, are actually gold ahead by 600.
Yeah, the farming is just, you know, so good at the moment. Bot lane, I think it's mainly, you know, due to Corki and Leona. Janet has gone down twice, so each time she dies, you know, she's lost a level, which is going to be huge. So if Janet goes too aggressive now, they're just going to be gifted a kill.
Indeed, and I mean, talking of the bot lane and Corki and Janna and such, I mean, Corki's on 73 creep score, Ezreal on 58, and that is kind of shown in the builds that both of them have. And Ezreal tries an ultimate. I'm not sure if he's trying to hit Corki there, but he missed by a country mile. Hit loads of the minions, but didn't really kill any of the minions either, so that was kind of a wasted ulti, to be honest.
That line. That line.
Indeed.
I remember.
I used to cast COD 4, and I casted Enzi once, and he missed a huge scope shot, and I said the same thing to him. I think he got quite butthurt over that one, actually.
2 years ago, and I still remember. So never, ever take the mick out of me. I will remember, alright?
But what I was going to say is that before Ezreal kind of fired that ultimate in the middle of nowhere, is that you can kind of see it reflected on this low farm that he has picked up the 2 Doran's blades and the Berserker's Greaves with the Sapphire Crystal, and Corki just went for the fast BF sword. That's purely down to the basis that Corki is ahead right now by about 14-15 creep score. And it looks like Udyr is trying his best to really hinder this jungle from Maokai. Maokai can't do too much right now. It's going to be down to who smites off first. It's going to be Maokai that picks that one up. In the meantime, Ezreal's coming under heavy attack. He could actually go down here. Leona has picked up the kill onto Janna. Ezreal had to pull back because he has like literally 150 health remaining. At the same time, actually, you're going to see a kill coming at top from Rumble onto Gangplank, and then Gangplank finishes him off from 6 for under. Gets the return kill. But Maokai also did jump in with his snare, so it's all back at even 4-4 there. That's a 1-on-2 exchange overall on teams, and Maokai is now going to fill in at top.
Yeah, Maokai did, you know, just snare down Rumble there. Wait, Gangplank got the kill?
He did, of course, when Gangplank is passive.
His pass probably
Grog
kicked
Salt
in.
Blade, so it puts
Just
poison on them. Yeah, puts a poison, Maokai jumped in with snare, and I think he must have snared him down to like literally 5 HP, and obviously the poison ticked off and got the kill. But either way, it's going to be 4-4. Navi are ahead on gold by 1.3k, because the form overall is just better across the scoreboard. Let's have a look. Corki on 98, Ezreal on 68. That's a big difference at bot lane. In mid, Morgana 124 to Sion's 77. Once again, a very big difference there. So farming definitely in favour of Navi right now.
Yeah, indeed. Even when they had the kills down, they had more gold due to just their farming. And I think when it comes down to Dragon, it's going to make a huge difference. If Navi gets it, then they're going to be, I don't know, 3k, 4k ahead. And if USLG lose that, then they are going to be kicking themselves, because, you know, they had a really good early game right now. Sion with 2 kills, but he has to make the most of that ASAP.
Indeed, and just while you're talking there, Enzi, Gangplank went down to Rumble at top lane. Very comfortable kill actually from Rumble, so not much to report there. Gangplank is currently 1, 2, 3, so 1 kill, 2 death, 3 assists. Rumble on 2 kills, 3 deaths. And in the meantime, Corki is going to take down Ezreal, looking for his double kill onto Janna. Should easily pick this one up. Big explosion there from his phosphorus bomb, completely levels Janna. Let's have a look. Yeah, he has maxed out phosphorus bomb, so he's put 5 levels into that already. That's 280 damage. I was about to say wowzers at that damage, but of course he has maxed out, and that would explain why. In the meantime, going to have a bit of a confrontation in this mid between Morgana and Sion. Sion's starting to pull back. He is a level behind. And remember, Enzi, Sion was 1-0-1 at the beginning. He did get a kill right at the very start, so he had the advantages, but it seems that Morgana has already pulled back and then some. And now you're going to have Udyr trying to gank up at top lane. The top tower for uslg is very low, but Gangplank doing his best to defend this one off. And it's only a matter of time, I think, Enzi, until we see that dragon going down from Navi.
Yeah, down to the mid, I think Morgana is clearly winning more, because look at her farm compared to Sion. And I think they're going tower dive.
They're going to tower dive, so and Soul Shackle was used. They will get the kill, and Maokai tries to come back with his twisted advance onto Leona, actually very nearly killing Leona on the tower. And Maokai takes a dark binding and the soil in retaliation at top lane. You're going to see Gangplank getting dropped there from Rumble, who has tower dived himself, did take an ignite, very nearly falls, but he will get the kill and be able to farm his way up. Ezreal's going to get dropped here, surely from Morgana. Yes, he will. So we had battles all over the map there, mid and top lane, all at the same time. The end result is going to be that Navi have suddenly, out of nowhere, got 6 kills ahead of USLG NZ. And at one stage, it was 1 for 3 stacked against Navi. So they've really started to turn it on here. They're accelerating through the gears, and it's starting to get very, very much one-sided. Top tower has gone down. The goal difference suddenly 22.6k to Navi, 17.1 to USLG. This is going to be a dead dragon for Navi as well. I don't see how USLG can combat this one. And Morgana, look at the damage that she's doing with that Tormented Soil and the Dark Binding onto Maokai there. Huge, down to half health. And really, I think it's going to start to snowball out of control very, very shortly.
Yeah, Morgana caught up right now. She's got 2 kills, Rumble with 3 kills, Corki with 3 kills, and even Leona with 2 kills. It's only Udyr. And Udyr, you know, hasn't lost anything, hasn't contributed anything. He's 0-0-0, so Udyr not doing anything wrong whatsoever. Could have maybe provided a bit more ganking for Navi, but, you know, they've caught up. That's the main thing. 10-4. And nearly a 10k gold differential. I just think Sion didn't make use of what he had. I mean, he had a very, very good start, 2 kills early on, but he lost so much farm.
Oh, now we could get caught out here. Leona has been knocked in the air from Janna. Ezreal ultimate comes in, only hits Maokai there, only managed to hit 1 out of 3 players. In fact, not Maokai, sorry, it was Morgana. And now they're pulling back. Ezreal's on full health, going to try and pick himself up another kill here onto Udyr. He could end up getting dropped here. He'll get snared from Morgana and finished off from her as well, with Corki coming in with the assist. So that was a 4-for-0 exchange there. And it was a 5 versus 4. In amongst all that, Rumble was just chilling at top, getting some farm for himself. So they didn't even need the full 5 players. And this should be a very comfortable mid-tower. But Ezreal, I mean, he fired his ultimate across there, only managed to hit 1 player from Navi out of them all. And to be honest, it wasn't doing that much damage either. If you look at his build, he's got Berserker's Greaves, he's got Sheen and 2 Doran's Blades. Compare that to Corki, who already has Bloodthirster. Let's have a look at how many stacks he has on that Bloodthirster. He has max stacks. So the difference between these 2 AD carries right now is absolutely massive.
I think it was quite funny. I mean, Ezreal chased Udyr into the bush. Udyr went the opposite way that Ezreal thought he would, dodged the skill shot, dodged the auto attack as well because of the binding, and then went behind Corki as soon as Ezreal was about to kill him with the skill shot. And it was just like, wow, really? So that's 14-4. I kind of think it's game over right now. I think, like you said, it's just going to snowball now. Navi have obviously got the advantage, as Rumble has to be careful.
Oh, it could be game over for Rumble here. He's on 3 versus 1. He is actually really surviving a very long time considering his situation. He's took down Janna, so 3v1, too strong for Rumble. But there comes Sion to make it a 1 versus 4, and he couldn't manage to get his way out of that one. But it's still impressive that he managed to pick up a kill in the first place. In the meantime, Corki is going to go into Ezreal. Ezreal has to pull back. He has absolutely no health whatsoever remaining. This could be a dead Sion as well. The Solar Fled, Soul Shackled, Eclipsed as well. And there's Morgana picking up the kill. She's now going to be pushing with Leona towards the red buff, or is she? She's actually going to come back, and considering that Gangplank was on less than half health, I thought there was another kill on the cards there. But yeah, I mean, as you were saying before, early game Maokai was much more involved than Udyr was, but that's kind of to be expected, purely on the basis that Maokai is definitely a ganking kind of jungler. Udyr, of course, is, but I think Maokai really has to gank in order to get himself farmed up, of course, on assists and to get those items. And Udyr is very much a stronger damage dealing character late game. Janna is going to go down surely here. Corki's missile lands up her backside, and that is going to be another kill. Corki is 6-0-3. He's probably going to be building towards Trinity Force fairly shortly, and he is way too strong. So both games actually, and Corki has been carrying his team to victory here.
Yeah, and what we saw yesterday, the Zonia's coming out on both Kennen and Morgana. This game, Zonia's straight away on towards Morgana after that triple Dorians and the blasting one. So as soon as she pops the ultimate of Soul Shackle, she's just gonna, you know, statue herself up, and you know they're not going to be able to touch her while the ultimate, and she's dealing damage as well. So that's going to be really useful in team fights. And I think after that item is just kind of bye.
Well, let's have a look at the levels quickly, and I mean, Janet is level 7, and that is painful. 20 minutes through the game nearly, level 7. Isn't too great. Their AD carry level 9, Corky's level 13, so a 4 level difference there. Again, absolutely huge. Let's look at the creep score. Corky 162, Ezreal 91, Morgana 183, Sion 120. So in every single possible area here, Navi are ahead, and is Rumble going to try a tower dive onto Sion? Sion has used his stun there, the cryptic gaze. Now you're going to have Maokai jumping with a twisted advance. They could definitely kill Rumble here, but we saw it happen last time using a 1 versus 2. He did manage to pick up a kill, this time not, but very, very close onto Sion, forced him to pop his cannibalism there. So the ultimate has been used from Sion, but I think it's only a matter of time, NZ, before, you know, Navi either push down these towers and inhibs, or go back and pick up a dragon and Baron, and then just push it to victory. Ezreal again on no health. He's going to get dropped from Corky. He was about to pop his ultimate there, but it's not going to make any difference whatsoever. Corky nearly completing the Trinity Force. In fact, he has enough to go back now and pick up the Trinity Force. This could be the last big team fight of the game here. Janna very quickly going down to pretty much no health whatsoever. Corky's damage is absolutely ridiculous. He's going to take down Sion with absolute ease. Udyr flashing in. Now going to have Corky once again. He's going to pop off that Gatling gun and try and pick up some kills, or is he just going to take them down? Missile barrage, and he will get the kill to Maokai, who must have thought he'd managed to escape back to his fountain there. Oh my god, Corky's so good. 9-0-3 right now. Ezreal's ultimate has came in, and that's the first time I've seen him do any kind of damage with the ultimate, and it's going to take down Morgana. Gangplank in all kinds of troubles here. Corky once again is going to be chasing off. Will he get the kill? Yes, he will. In fact, Leona did with Ignite, and Solar Flag just misses onto Ezreal as he gets away in his arcane shift. Inhib should be going down. Udyr very close to falling. Ezreal, don't be too greedy. You will get killed from this Corky and Leona if you try chasing after Udyr. Maybe you'll just get killed either way, as Leona's going to Zenith Blade onto him, and the inhib will go down. Looks like Navi are going to pull back now. Is Leona going to get caught out? No, she won't. Here comes Rumble, going to pop his ulti down. There's Ezreal getting completely devastated, and Rumble's just going to push through mid. And they've kind of got two options here, Navi. They can either push the side lanes and try and get more inhibs down, or go back for the Baron, pick up the Dragon, recall, buy up, and then push and win. Easy win, Nothing, again here.
Yeah, 22 kills to 7, which was a 2-0 lead right at the very start. A first blood and a second kill to follow up, and just level 1 for USLG, but they kind of got slower after that. Apparently Rumble said, I feed on purpose, so please like my Facebook. Bash just highlighting that one on stream.
Why not? Why not feed on purpose and your team still absolutely destroy it? Ezreal's trying I'm not quite sure what to call that. The old I aimed for Baron but actually missed ultimate and none was there anyway, so that's quite embarrassing, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what that was, Ezreal, but he's going to get completely... Look at that damage onto Ezreal. He's so squishy right now. And Corky's damage is incredible. And now it's actually going to be another team fight kicking off. Maokai has popped down his ultimate. He's going to go down as well. Even as tanky as he is, Corky is just going to blitz through him, cut him into little shreds with that Gatling gun. Leona is going to pick up her 4th kill of the game. She hasn't died yet. So if you look at the supporters here, you've got Leona 409, Janna 082, and now Corky's on the prowl for another kill. Lands 1 missile barrage, and Rumble comes in to steal it with his ultimate. Now Sion is all that remains. He's going to get completely crushed from Corky. And that should be both Nexus towers falling and the Nexus itself. Let's have a look if Ezreal can pull off something special, something majestic here. I don't think there's anyone's really holding their breath for this, Andy, to be honest. I think Ezreal maybe a bit of a fail pick here. I'm not sure if you'd agree with that one, but he's been completely outclassed from Corky the entire game here. There's Corky once again picking up a kill. He's got Trinity Force, Bloodthirst, a pickaxe, longsword. He has, how much an AD has Corky got right now? Doesn't matter, the game's over. Good game. Now we win comfortably.
Yeah, well, I think last game as well, Antojin, if that's how you say his name, he dominated as well with Corky against the Vayne as well. So it's not just against a certain character, he's just good all around. It was very well played by him. Again, bot lane dominated by Corky and the support, so really nice play from Navi there, and they just won the game. They bring it back after them 2 kills. They didn't say, oh god, let's go emo mode, and even after, you know, a bit of failed communication on what we thought with Sion going up top, they still came back, they farmed up, and they played very well.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the mark of a great team that can have a really poor start. And let's not kid ourselves. Both games there, Navi lost first blood. USLG picked it up, and it seemed very very sloppy from Navi the way that they died. Obviously Morgana was quite out of position. It was nice flash and stun from Sion, and Ezreal with a sick flash through the wall had to pick it up. But then they lost. Who was the second player they lost at top? I think it was Rumble, and it was really, really poor death from him. I don't know what he was doing, but 2-0 very quickly to USLG, and then Navi just come back, and from there on in, it was completely comfortable for them. They were 1-3 down at one stage. The rest of the game was all their way, similar to the first game actually, very close. USLG looking like they could pose to be a serious threat, and then Navi just pick it up. They're farming actually. I'll put it down to farming. Their farming now was just in a different class from USLG's across the board. Even when they were kills behind and levels behind at the start, their farm was still much, much better than USLG's was.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what got them right back into the game. Even after losing the first blood, like we said, they just farmed up, and then they just pounced when ready and at the right time. So yeah, great victory for Navi. They're going to advance to the next round. If you have just joined us, guys, basically we have been contacted back from Riot, so we will be getting the tournament client soon. So me and Vince will both be able to get into a game together for once.
Indeed, it's going to be interesting to say the least. Yeah, I can't wait actually, it's going to be really good, and obviously let's hope that Riot do definitely give the tournament client. It would be pretty gutting if they didn't now. But either way, I think that's going to be all for tonight, Bass, is it? Or do we have another game coming up? I can't remember. Okay, so that's going to be it for today, guys. We should be bringing more action tomorrow and throughout the week. And yeah, any last shout-outs or things that you want to plug?
Big shout out to Ziz and APOC as well. Obviously you as well, Vince, and all the viewers and Bass and everyone else. Yeah, hi. What's going on?
Anyway, guys, until next time, take care of yourselves, and we will see you tomorrow for more Corsair Vengeance Cup action.